Okay, so the very first episode was JD's first day. Here, let me change the title. Some episodes further in The Good Doctor get depressing or intense. Yeah, that's kind of why I want to watch Scrubs right now. I had a rough week. I just had an emotionally draining week. So Scrubs is kind of more up my alley right now. So the very first episode, JD had his very first day as a resident, as an intern. He's in internal medicine. His friend Turk is a surgery resident, first day. And now I think they're going into his kind of getting to know his mentoring a little bit more. Dr. Cox.
The human brain is remarkable. Once a day for 9 years, I thought that I lost
You
my
guys hear
watch
it?
because I can't remember which wrist it's on. And yet, just after 2 weeks, all the little things that scared me at first are like second nature. Catheters, chest tubes, IVs, everything has started to click.
Roller coaster.
This is the sound working?
Holy roller. I got shot down in Southern California. All along you never loved me, yeah. Until the day that you shot me on. And now when it's over, I hope that you find what you're after, yeah. Spending money never matter, no. As long as you pay the damage, yeah. And now that you're living on the hill, I hope that your social life doesn't get you killed now.
Okay, so this is very, very good. Like the first episode, they show he's completely overwhelmed. He has all this shit he's got to learn, but very quickly, especially with spending 80, 90 hours a week in the hospital, a lot of those things start to become pretty automatic. However, he's wearing headphones while he's doing procedures. I've never seen anyone do that. I think that would be frowned upon. You're not able to engage with the patients. You're not able to engage with the staff. What if someone needs you, is calling you, paging you? It doesn't seem like... I think they're trying to show how casual he is because he's finally in his groove and he's getting automatic with stuff. But we're watching Scrubs, episode 2 of Scrubs. He's getting into his groove. I used to do that. I was a nurse's aide for 2 years in the hospital before I went to medical school. Oh, what's Scrubs about? Scrubs is about a medicine intern.
To music, then I assume you have time to finish your paperwork.
Yeah, see, he got in trouble for listening to music.
Keep moving.
But yeah, it's about a internal medicine resident. This is the first season's about his intern year, his first year. And it's more of a comedy, but it focuses a lot more on the social aspects of what it's like the day-to-day to be a resident than crazy, intense drama medical cases, which do still happen sometimes, but...
That workday started like every other. How's it going?
I'm 37 years old and I'm a janitor. How do you think it's going?
Now, there is nothing wrong with being a janitor.
Really? Thank you. You've turned my life around. I'm gonna have to go tell my janitor wife and all our janitor kids that life is worth living. And that comes straight from our hero, Dr. Who's-Its. Dr. Nothing. No, seriously, come on. You can come over to my humble house and point out things that are cheap.
The janitor hates
Luckily,
him
I had
so
the
much.
night off to regroup.
Your dog is creepy.
Ah, be nice to Rowdy. The guy we bought him from used to keep him in a box full of old hats.
Ew.
What you doing? Why is she here all the time?
Just give her a chance, man.
Oh, you want to hit that? No. Yeah.
No, she's just a friend, man.
Yeah.
I think it's healthy hanging out with a girl without the ultimate goal of being sex.
I don't know, Pascal. It was pretty popular on TV.
I'm not following.
Creepy.
Yeah, it's a
I went running
stuffed
with that
dog.
nurse Carla yesterday. She forgot to check out the statics on a patient, and then she gave me attitude about it.
What'd you tell on her or something?
Who's responsible?
You don't have time to take care of a
She
pet
is.
when you're in residency. You have to have a dead.
remember.
You'd have to have a
Why would
dead
you
stuffed
automatically
dog.
assume it was my fault? I mean,
It'd be a good point, except that Elliot puts her foot in her mouth. A lot. She can't really seem to stop.
so just because I occasionally say something stupid doesn't mean I'm in the hospital going door to door annoying people like some crazed Jehovah's Witness. Oh, you're not?
No. My mother is.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, she's that annoying. Oh, we're buffering. Gosh, dang it. Last time we didn't.
He's black, too. You should tease him about that.
Or Elliot.
Me,
She's
I'm doing better with new
obnoxious.
people. Like Carla, for instance.
Hey,
Or
Patty,
just
that
not have
hot
a
stick
dog,
you hang
yeah.
out with, tell her que se cuide la narguita esa porque si no le voy a tumbar todo el tinte rubio de la cabeza.
But you do not have
You won't
time
have to
for a
write that
pet in
down for me.
residency.
And Dr. Cox, we've really connected. I'm kind of like his protege.
Need to see his chart, talk screen.
and highlighted.
Unfortunately, Radar, I'm fresh out of gold stars. Multilobar pneumonia at 31. How much does this guy smoke?
I don't know.
You realize, of course, it's your attention to detail that impresses me most. How many packs a day, genius?
Half a pack?
Oh, I'm sorry. I phrased the question wrong. How many packs a day, really?
11. Now you don't know where I'm coming from. 2 or 3 packs.
Well, let's hear it.
Okay, so this I love this scene. So this actually happened to me in my intern year. Like almost this exact scene. Patients lie all the time, especially about stuff they're ashamed of. And the like wily old docs they can just tell because they've seen this 100 times. There's like no way he would have the lung condition he has if he's only smoking half a pack a day. And so I had this patient who came in, and he had passed out the night before in his car, and he had his forearm laying on the stick shift, and he just fell asleep against it in his car, and laid on his arm on the stick shift for so long that it actually started causing tissue damage and necrosis to the muscles and all the soft tissue. And then it caused all this swelling and inflammation in his forearm, and it blew up so big that it caused this incredible amount of pressure in there to the point where the pressure was actually starting to cut off circulation and damage, like permanently damaged tissue. It's called compression syndrome, and it needs urgent surgery. Like you have to decompress the pressure in there. So we're getting this guy ready for surgery, and the surgeon's about to take him down. The anesthesiologist's about to take him down to the OR, and my senior resident standing there, and I'm asking the guy all the surgery questions. And one of the things is, have you taken any substances? Have you taken any medications? Have you taken any drugs? Have you drank any alcohol? It's really important to know all those things before they put you under anesthesia and cut you open. Because if they mix something with a substance you took or whatever, you could have a reaction, or they could overdose or whatever. And he tells me that he didn't take anything. A guy who passed out in his car the night before and slept on his arm the wrong way so bad, he has to go to surgery now. And he told me he didn't do any drugs, but I just let it go. I'm just robotically asking the questions, and my senior resident steps in and just yells at the guy, just like Dr. Cox, and tells him if he doesn't tell us, he could die in surgery. So you better tell us, how much fucking drugs did you take last night? What did you take? And the guy was like kind of shocked. And then he looked at his significant other who's in the room, and then kind of sheepishly told us, I took a bunch of pills and I drank and I did this and that. And then my senior looks at me like, that's how you fucking do it, man. And then he walks out of the room and goes somewhere else. And
I don't
it was
smoke,
important to know that shit.
Zero
before we went
packs.
to surgery.
What tests have you ordered?
Oh, I know. I was totally kidding with you.
Your father?
was.
What's up,
We're all
Pierre?
in on it.
I like Will. That actually makes this harder.
I ordered blood cultures and a high-resolution CT.
Well, what are you looking for?
Cancer.
When you say the word cancer, every person reacts the same way.
Excellent.
Not like that. There it is.
That sucks.
I never really know
Your
what to say to
dad
Turk's
smokes
stupid
like a
surgery
chimney?
buddies, but I'm getting better.
So, how's surgery?
It rocks. But my bedroom, that's where I really operate. Am I right? Come on, show Todd some love.
I hate showing Todd love.
Hey, Bambi, why are you over here slumming with these scalpel jobs?
Please, baby, this here's the VIP table.
I love
myself
the
down.
stereotype of the frat boy jock
Baby,
surgeons and the
this
nerd
is
medicine guy
VIP.
being friends.
I'm not really interested in her.
Yeah? Then maybe the Todd will show that little biscuit some love.
Maybe he's a little interested.
Todd will show himself some love.
I'm thinking about asking Carla out today. What do you think?
I think the janitors have to get me.
Wow. Thank you so much for your help. You know what? Why don't you be just a little bit more paranoid?
Wait, Turk.
That's him.
Holy crap, Paul.
Hi, how are you?
He
I need David Farr's chart.
He probably was
We
able
all need
to
lots of
handle all that
things.
because he was probably
Great.
high and
Dr.
stoned and
Kelso,
drunk.
you're the chief
Drunk,
of
but he was
medicine.
probably
Is there a
severely
special
injured.
way to communicate with the nursing staff that I'm not getting?
Oh, hell no.
Well, sugar won't work because they're
She
already
did not
so
do
sweet. Now, listen, Doctor, whatever the hell your name is, you tattled yesterday. I responded. I feel closer to you than ever, really. But the ramifications are yours, so don't try to drag me into your pathetic, whiny little squabble with that god-awful bunch of malcontents. I hope you all kill each other.
Okay, so this is actually very realistic. Like, you do not fuck with the nurses when you're a resident. Period. They will ruin your life. They have the power to ruin your life. I mean, first of all, you should just be a better coworker, you know? Don't, just because you are there twice as many hours, you know, you have more responsibility in terms of the outcome of the patient. You know, you're also under the stress of training, etc. That doesn't mean that you have the right to be a dick to the nurses. And it happens because there's a lot of reasons. Residents are overworked, they're stressed to the max, and they're human beings, and they snap and they pop off. Sometimes it happens. But also there's sometimes this feeling of like, I'm above nurses, I give the orders, etc., etc., I'm in charge. And especially when it's a brand new intern who just came out of med school and they're acting cocky like that, like, the nurses do not like being treated like that, and they shouldn't accept that. So they have the power to fuck your life up. They can do all kinds of things to make your job way harder for you. And there were residents in my program that were known for not being nice to the nurses, and they would complain like about getting paged at 3 a.m. for the dumbest stuff and being woken up, you know, nurses like not quite working with them as well as they should, like forgetting to do things, like a lot of passive aggressive stuff. And then, you know, some of us were like, that doesn't happen to me. And we knew it was because the nurses hated that guy. And so they're like, oh, let's page him at 3 a.m. for some Tylenol because he's trying to sleep. And, you know, whereas if you're nice to the nurses, so like, I had a little bit of an in with the nurses because I used to be a nurse's aide, and I would make sure the nurses knew that, like at the very beginning of the rotation. And the difference would be, oh, you're going to bed? Oh, you're going to try to take a nap? Because they'd see me walking off to my call room to take a nap. Hold on. Here's 6 things that we may have to page you for later. Sign all this shit now, blah, blah, blah. Have a good nap. And like, if you're mean to the nurses, they're not going to do that for you. And so the chief of medicine knows. He knows. Do not cross them, you idiot. I'm not going to get involved in this. Even if I do dislike them, he's going to play the, oh, you're so sweet and nice and sugary, and then but talk shit behind their back because he knows they can make his job hard too.
Have a great day, ladies.
She's stupid. She's gonna get wrecked.
I hate this place.
Dr. Cox, I got Will's CT results back. No cancer. So what should I tell him?
Nurses are not underpaid. Zero Venom. Absolutely not. There's no way nurses are underpaid. Nurses are paid very well for their work, actually. So when now they may be overworked. A lot of them are kind of almost forced to overtime, and their job is very stressful and thankless. But the average nurse makes probably $40, $50 an hour in the hospital, and they work 36 to 40 hours a week. That's their requirement. A resident makes about $45,000 to $60,000 a year total. So that would be the equivalent to somebody who's making about $22 to $30 an hour as a full-time job, but they work 80 to 90 hours a week. So they're making about minimum wage. Yeah, nurses are paid well. I would actually, if I had to redo like my life path, I might become a nurse. Actually, I think it's a great amount of pay for how much degree you have. You know, you get a bachelor's and then you go work in a hospital for, you know, my girlfriend when I was a resident was first year nurse. She worked night shift in a hospital and she pulled in almost $100,000 her first year. So she was my sugar mama.
I'd open with that.
Right, it's just, you know, he's headed
Teachers
down
are
such a bad
underpaid.
road. I thought maybe you and I could talk to him.
Nurses are
When
not.
you really lock in with a mentor, you start to understand the meaning behind their words.
You do whatever you want.
Means great idea.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're free, Chai.
I'm just happy you haven't messed up yet today.
Means you're really coming along as a doctor.
Don't ever touch me.
Means don't ever touch him.
You broke your wrist. I'm sorry, Paul.
I don't want to.
Come on.
X-rays can also miss things too. I'm glad they caught it.
Carla, I should have told Dr.
You're so
Kelso.
cute and all matchy. Oh,
No,
thank
you
Chai.
shouldn't have.
This is me in normal clothes.
Ah, the comfortable silences.
But thank you for apologizing.
Okay, good.
I just want to make one thing clear.
See, nothing needs to be clear.
I still think you were in the wrong. Checking orthostatics is your job, and I need to know that you're going to take care of it.
Wait,
That's all I'm
you
saying.
did your work with your cast on with your offhand,
There.
and they didn't accept your
All better.
work? That's terrible.
So, yes, as of now,
Yes.
you have no
So that
signs of
scene.
cancer.
Here, I'm gonna go back because I was chatting.
Ah, the comfortable.
This is a great scene.
Carla, I should have told Dr. Kelso on you.
No, you shouldn't have.
Ah, the comfortable silences.
But thank you for apologizing.
Okay, good.
I just want to make one thing
Oh
clear.
no!
Nothing needs to be clear.
I love this.
I still think you were in the wrong.
I love how she's digging her own
Checking orthostatics is
grave.
your job, and I need to know that you're going to
The
take care of
fantasy sequences in this are so good.
it. That's all I'm saying. There. All better.
And she does it in front of all the nurses.
So, yes, as of now, you have no signs of cancer.
She's screwed.
Rules. Will rules.
Well, it's important you realize this isn't great news.
Are you sure? Because that's how it first hit me.
Yeah, well, you're on a slippery slope, man.
So she was mad at the nurse because she didn't do something that she wanted done a certain way, etc. And she told on her to the chief of medicine instead of like dealing with it privately. And now she's in like this pissing match with the nurse because she, instead of working things out with her, went and told on her.
I need to scare him, but I had the sense he'd heard it all before. Luckily, part of being a doctor is your ability to improvise. So right now, the one thing that I want you to think about.
How would you like to sound like this?
Let me see.
This is so cool.
No, it's not.
Meaty. Okay, Doc.
I really like
not
this
a
patient.
toy.
There's a lot of patients that are
Would
just
you like to play
just
a
like
game?
this. They just
Sometimes
don't take it
all you have is
seriously.
old words. All you can do is put them together and hope they say something new.
They're good people.
Look,
They just
man,
they don't
you're a
don't
great
understand
patient.
the gravity.
I like you enough to hope I never see you again. But I promise you, if you keep smoking, you'll be back here. I bet my own life on that.
It's also a common line from doctors. I hope I never see you again. Like the hospital doctors.
Then back up to room 403.
Or I hope I see you under different circumstances. Because patients will say, oh, I hope I see you again. And you know what that means. If you see them again, it's because they're really sick. So you really actually hope you don't see them again. Unless it's like at the grocery store or something, right?
Buddy. I will not leave your side. Hey, baby.
Keep moving, frat boy.
You got it.
Come on.
What's up, Cerebral? How are you, man?
Don't rush me. I mean, you shouldn't be impatient with what I think is the opportunity of a lifetime.
Okay, so
So
I'm gonna go
cheesy.
sit down because you're so sexy. My knees are weak.
Really?
Oh, Dr. Cox. I know I'm being annoying, but I'm really
Yeah.
getting used to talking to patients.
Seeing them again for like a checkup
This
is
is why I
different.
became a
But
doctor,
like
right?
hospital
I
doctors,
heard I know
they
I'm
don't
being
want to see you
annoying
again.
and then white noise.
This
Will,
is Scrubs.
The pneumonia patient. I got him to quit smoking.
Forever? No last one, because the last ones are better than sex. Trust me, I've had about 1,000 of them.
Done forever. He swore to me. I reached him. I reached him.
Wah, wah.
You're having a big day there, Susan.
Private party.
It's so true, man. It's so true.
Gotta get right back on the horse.
Addictions
Dr.
are
Cox,
awful
about
things,
Will.
man.
Not now.
They're awful.
I have a 10-minute break and my soap is on. Hey, Skeech.
The
if
dude
you
who made
do
the
go ahead
Fortnite
and
dance.
change the channels, I swear I'll suture your hands together.
Right, so with Will, I would...
Oh, this woman is just fantastic. I mean, the breasts are probably fake, but
Wait, did they do a Fortnite dance from the janitor?
by God, those tears are real.
Time for a bold move. I need to know how we're gonna fix this thing with Will.
Do you know what you've just done? You just lost all lapdog privileges.
Excuse me?
No more walkies, no more treats, no more following me around the hospital.
Not your lapdog.
Hey, you back there. What do we do with the lapdogs who can't behave in the house?
Make them stay outside?
That's right. You now have 5 seconds to get out of this room. Otherwise, I'm going to start whacking you on the nose with this. Don't laugh. This isn't a joke, Nobi. Get out.
But I was thinking...
Go!
Oh, Dr.
What do you want to watch
Cox.
there, Captain Courage?
Days of Our Lives?
And boy.
It's exaggerated, but there are dynamics like that between the attendings and the
Smell the
residents.
food.
They don't.
Hey, move your butt.
There's a big push for don't come to me for help. Don't come ask me questions. Figure it the fuck out. Figure it out. Because you're in training and your job is to become me, to become the mentor, the one in charge someday. So stop coming in here and having your hand held. Like if they're in the lounge or they're sleeping in the call room or they're at home sleeping and you need help, you do not ask them for help unless you're really in a bad situation and it's like urgent, dangerous, etc. Figure it out yourself. So that's pretty, that was like a very cartoonish way of showing that. He's trying to watch TV in the lounge, like, go figure it out yourself, man. Leave me alone.
Okay.
Peace offering? Look,
What's
Turk,
smoking
I know
like?
that I don't always make the best
gross,
first
dude.
impression,
Smoking's gross.
or second for that matter. Anyway, I'd like us to be friends, and I thought, maybe I could get to know you a bit better. See what you're about.
Wait, Turk?
For instance, when
Turk
did you
has a
meet Morgan
Fortnite dance?
Freeman?
That's my mom.
This guy?
I like her freckles.
You put something in the Discord?
Rowdy, no. So I still can't
Oh,
figure out why Dr.
nice.
Cox tore me a new one today.
Oh, man, enough already.
That's
He's a
good.
jerk.
He's a jerk.
He's a jerk.
He's a jerk.
You're a jerk.
He's just Dr. Cox.
Did I
He's
fall asleep
always
at
like
work?
that.
Who really knows him? Who's he
Yeah,
hanging
but I
out
would.
with here?
It was
No one.
planned.
That must be lonely.
Take 2 Turks is needed, applied to sensitive area. Who wrote this?
That's so terrible. That's horrible. Applied to sensitive areas. Oh my god. I can't believe she actually ended up going. Oh, I'm sorry, I spoiled it. She does end up going out with him eventually. Have I fallen asleep at work? Yes, but like it was planned. Like you're there for 30 hours at a time when you're a resident. You'll do these big long calls, and so they know that you need sleep if you can get it. So if nothing's really going on and it's like 2 or 3 in the morning, you've finished up all your work, there's no new patients, there's nothing urgent, you know, you can sometimes, if you're really, really lucky, you can even get a couple hours of sleep. Usually you'll get 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and someone pages you again. Or the intern, you know, if you're in charge, if you're more of an in charge role, like a senior resident, you might get more sleep because the intern's doing more of the work at night. But your intern can come wake you up. So if you have a really weak intern who needs help, like for every little thing, they can't make their own decisions, like you're not sleeping. If you're the intern yourself, you're not getting a lot of sleep. Maybe you get 15, 20 minutes here and there, little cat naps. But I've never actually just accidentally fallen asleep. No. Been really close.
Ah, come on.
That's what this is
One
for.
good reason why you won't go out with me.
Drink a lot of caffeine
Well,
on those calls.
You're a surgeon, so you got the God complex, the cockiness, the whole married to the job thing. You're cute, but you're very, very
Yes,
aware of
sorry
it.
for
You
the
have no
spoiler.
idea what I'm like, so all your feelings for me are coming from down there. But most of all, I'm looking for the real thing. And you're nothing but a little boy who's not used to being told no.
Oh.
So there's a bunch of reasons. Pick your
Snap.
favorite.
I'd go with the God complex. But it's
He
hard
just
to
got
choose. You know, they're all
wrecked,
so
dude.
good.
He got wrecked.
A hospital
Yeah, this
a
is
tricky place. I mean, it's very
Well, remember I told
cliquey,
you I just
and
moved
you
all
have
my
to watch
stuff?
what you say.
This was one of the things
a
I
lot like
got
high school.
back. I had so much stuff to move. A lot more than I remembered. Just random little shit like this. Yeah, it's a nice coffee mug. Yeah, it's a nice little insulated cup.
I'd like to think that if I didn't have somewhere else to be, I would have gone and sat with her.
Turk tried to sue them.
But you see, tonight, there's somebody else I have to take care of.
Multiple people tried to sue Fortnite for their dances, though, right?
I know that watching Will slowly kill himself hurts you too. That's even harder if you don't have anyone to talk about it with. So when I got off work,
Well,
I
we
figured,
went
you
to
know,
his
I was gonna
house.
pick up a few cold ones, right? And then maybe you and I, we'll talk it out. We'll just break the whole thing down, right? What do you say to that?
I'm sick of this. Everyone keeps ignoring me. I'm like a damn plague around here.
Please, don't look back at me
Okay,
when
so
you're
like that's ridiculous. He went to the attending's house. That would never happen. That would never happen. I mean, can you imagine how much of a invasion of privacy that would feel like if your coworker just randomly showed up at your house or your boss showed up at your house when you're like trying to relax at night after work? That was a bad scene. I think that was a scene where if he did it at the hospital, that's a legit thing to talk about with your attending. But not go to their house.
Oh,
That was
Dr.
for comedic
Reed,
effect.
I just wanted to say
Yeah,
you're out
2001
of my
sitcom.
doghouse. That was a great catch on that patient with meningococcus.
Well, that actually wasn't me, sir. Carla noticed the rash in his legs.
Exactly,
Well, that's
Chai.
fascinating. You could have fallen back into my good graces, and instead you passed the credit on to a nurse. How noble. I'll tell you what. I'll get the cafeteria staff to write, was it worth it on a big cake for you?
This is the nurse's station.
Also true.
Do you think I've damaged the ligaments?
I don't care. Now, can I count on you to never drop by here ever again?
There's
or
a lot
just
of
go
like
ahead and move?
getting ahead kind of
Oh,
stuff.
you can't leave a place with this much warmth.
Just take credit for
I
things.
especially love the shelf filled with personal photos of your friends and family. Okay, if he comes at you, just try and roll
It
out
is
the
the
door.
coldest apartment ever.
Well, actually, you have a point. I guess watching the game by yourself with a scotch isn't really the only way to watch a game, huh? I don't know. It's just that I've always thought of needing people as a sign of weakness.
It's not.
Well, then, would you stay and watch the game with me? Maybe have a slice of pizza?
Of course I will.
I can braid your hair. No, I know the couch isn't very deep, but we could move the back cushion and spoon. Hey, you guys, what do you say? Beer and chips in the back.
All right, who's hungry?
Just ignore them. And would you tell me the answer to this question?
I mean, he deserves
Do
it
you
for
wanna
showing
be
up
the
at his
big
house.
spoon or the little spoon?
I'm telling you, Kelso didn't even ask you. She gave you full credit.
I don't care. Too little, too late.
Spooning is nice.
Plus,
I miss
know why
spooning.
you're really here. So I'm gonna park myself right here in that VIP section so you can give me what you got.
I was gonna tell you how I busted JD's chops the other day for wanting to be friends with the girl. And now I find it so amazing to see how strong you are, how well you carry yourself, how I'd give anything just to wake up in the morning and watch you read the paper. But
Look at
instead,
all
I
the
think you
nurses
should hop
watching.
off your broom for a second, try and remember what it was like when you first started here, and give Elliot a break. Because she may be a chore, but she is a good person. And your ass is especially fine today.
Pick me up tomorrow at 7.
She's not the only one who can do a speech. I can do a speech.
You're to return that umbrella to me at the hospital.
See,
Not
that was
here.
so
Is that
much
clear?
better than here.
Hey, newbie.
Apply these to sensitive areas.
You know what your problem is?
Pretend it's
My
me.
bones hurt.
The
You're gonna
hell?
what? Rescue me from loneliness with a $3 six-pack of light beer? It turns out we can't save people from themselves, newbie.
No, he's
We just
growing,
treat
Chai.
him.
He's
You
growing.
treat that kid with a respiratory problem, and when he comes back with cancer,
He's
go ahead and
learning how
treat
to
that
not
too.
be a frat boy.
Well, thanks for the pick-me-up.
Hey, smokers, drinkers, druggies, fatties, whatever. All I'm saying is that if you keep living and dying on whether or not a person changes, well, you're not going to make it as a doctor, that's all.
This is really good dialogue. It's just having this dialogue at his house is stupid. Like, they should have had this in the hospital. He should have never gone to his house. But he's so right. Like, when you first start, you were like full of like hope and like positivity about all these how you're going to affect people's lives and stuff, and you do get to do that still, but a lot of times you don't, because you're not going to stop that guy from smoking, and he's going to have lung cancer by the time he's 50, you know, or whatever. You're not going to stop that person from, you know, eating too much food and becoming morbidly obese and having a heart attack by the time they're 50. You're not going to stop that person from being addicted to drugs. You know, whatever it is, you're not going to be able to just make everyone do the right things. And it's frustrating to watch, you know, and it's frustrating to watch somebody destroy their own life. You know, like I had this patient, this was a very like personal, passionate thing for me, because this patient that I had that ended up dying, it was an alcoholic. And I was like, I wanted to try to reach him so badly. Somebody who understood what it's like to be an alcoholic, you know, and not, you know, and I'm a professional who's, you know, trained to help people who are alcoholics. And I just watched him die. You know, he was a little older than me. He's maybe like late 40s. His alcoholism ruined his marriage. You know, he was struggling with work as a teacher. He lost his house, went, you know, divorced. Like, his kids didn't want to see him much anymore. Like, he was killing himself slowly. And over the next year, he died. He just drank himself to death. And there was nothing I could do. And like, you have to like be able to compartmentalize and like let that stuff go. And JD's trying to learn that right now, because he's so like fresh and just full of hope and inspiration. He wants to fix everyone and change everyone. And Dr. Cox is the jaded old guy. Is like, dude, if you rely on that as the way you get through medicine, you're never going to make it.
Now come here and give me a hug. It's okay, come here. Come here.
The
Get
website?
out of here. Take this piss water with you. It's embarrassing to have it here.
I'll drink it.
I'll take the beer.
Or
You'll beat it.
You apologize.
No, I don't want to.
Okay, come on. Just do it really fast, like a Band-Aid.
Here, I wrote out the pharmacy renewals on all your patients.
Oh, great. You know what else would be really helpful?
Yeah, I can't cast
the one
it
thing
from
we never
like
stop looking for
my
is
Hulu or
acceptance.
Netflix accounts.
Thank you, Carla. You're welcome.
Acceptance of our own shortcomings.
So when's the baby due?
What baby?
Acceptance that some things are going to be what they're going to be.
This is
What's up,
strange
Jinxie?
resort.
How are
I
you?
mean, the wheelchair service.
I'm glad
is
you're
great,
liking the
but,
show,
that
Venom.
suite I rented, there's another person in it, and for some reason the bellhop gave me an enema.
Yeah, he's new here.
So, anything you want to say?
You know it all, man. Still, I hated Will a little. Because thanks to him, I started to look at all the people who are important to me in terms of what will probably kill them.
This is so true. This scene right here.
Heart disease, liver disease, somebody choking her.
Somebody choking her.
Probably stress.
I went through the exact same phase when I like finally realized like, man, everyone's gonna die from something. Everyone's got a vice. Not everyone, but most people have something that's harmful to their health. That's probably not going to change. And you start seeing that. You see, it's hard. You have to get yourself out of doctor mode when you're not on
Is there anything
duty.
else, though? Nope. But you wanted to.
Yeah, but you told me not
Geez,
to.
JD, would you be a man? Look, if you can't stick to your convictions, you'll never make it as a doctor. I can't believe your head exploded. If your head explodes, you'll never make it as a doctor.
Oh shit, I buffered, dang it. Oh, I liked your art, Jinxie. The 23 IQ. Did you finish it? Did you finish your drawing? Dang it, what the hell. The only problem with this website is it buffers once in a while. We're right at the end.
I can't believe your head exploded.
My vice is you?
If your head
Oh
explodes,
my-
you'll never make it as a doctor.
Come on, Shy.
You look ridiculous.
That's why I really like this show is they don't focus a ton on the medicine. Like the main like medicine plot for that show was you know, the guy smokes too much and he had a horrible multilobular pneumonia is what they said earlier in the show. Which they were right to check for cancer. Because why would someone so young have such a horrible pneumonia? Especially recurring pneumonias. Cancer is often a cause of that. So, and he smokes like three packs a day. So that's not like really exciting medicine, right? But that's what we really do mostly on a day-to-day basis is stuff like that. Not, you know, someone's heart stops literally every time that we're in the room, and you know, like The Good Doctor, they do a lot of that. You know, it's like if you're in the show as a case, your heart's gonna stop like twice probably. Like you're already screwed if your case is being like showcased on that show. But Scrubs focuses a lot more on like what is it like for him to deal with all this shit? What is it like for him emotionally? What's it like with all the interactions in the staff? And it's almost like reading a diary of what it's like to, you know, deal with this shit every day. So I enjoy the angle of this show quite a bit. And then they throw in the fantasy sequences and the lighthearted humor and stuff like that. But yeah, so not the most exciting medicine, but like that was really good commentary on like what it's like on a daily basis to try to take care of somebody who it has a potentially preventable issue and they're just never going to stop. Oh, you did? You published it? Do you want to share it? I like it. Actually, you should make merch from that hat. Make like 23 IQ hats. You guys want to watch one more? was good. All right, let's watch another one.